All right, y'all. Happy Wednesday, TikTok and YouTube. Hi, Sunny Sun. Hey, hey, how you guys doing? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hey, Ann. Y'all, it's not snowing, okay? It's not snowing. It's just I have a mist behind me, so it's like coming in. So it looked like it's snowing. It's not snowing, all right? It's not snowing. I am blessed. Sunny Ray. How you guys doing? Everybody's good? You guys ready for this live today? Because I am definitely ready to teach, okay? All right, let me back this up. I feel like this thing is like these things are like in my face. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. So, um, a few things I actually want to find out from you guys. Have anybody, hey, Angela, have you guys started the process? So I know we talked before about you guys getting to the dealership. But have you guys actually done the work, right? So this is one of the most important things. Like we can tell people to do stuff, but are you guys actually doing the work, right? Yes, I didn't think you were going back live. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Why does that look like Lala? Lala, is that you? That is Lala. Where is Lala? Hey, Lala. Lala, is actually so funny. I was talking about you a couple of days ago, Lala. So I've been going live more on TikTok and YouTube because Instagram is a platform that everybody kind of knows me on Instagram, so I want to expand my reach to you guys. Yes, it's me. I'm back getting focused. Yes, Lala. Yes, 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 yes. I love that, Lala. I love that. And of course, Lala, if you need help, let me know. I'm always here to help you, girl. I'm never gonna stop helping y'all. But yeah, y'all. So what are we over here? This is YouTube. So y'all remember a couple of days ago I was telling y'all about Lala, one of my students that had gotten the slingshot, and she had gotten some other stuff under her business. So she's actually over here, y'all, on YouTube. So all y'all TikTok people, she over here. I have been reviewing your videos because I had some questions. Okay, so Lala, so look, ask your questions here, right? This is what I'm here for, as usual. When you catch me on live, ask those questions, y'all. Don't feel free to don't feel afraid to ask those questions. Ask me those questions while I'm here live and direct. Y'all, this mist, I feel like it's snowing in Vegas, and it's not snowing. It's just super hot in Vegas, okay? It's super hot. Where should I start? Where should I start? I have when watching. Where should you start what? What are you trying to start? Okay, let's see. Yes, I got a business application today. About to get it. Yes, okay, the real Angela. Yes, come on. And I said that wrong. The real was it Angel Wings? Angel Wings. Angel Wings, yes. I don't know you were going live till the other days. Yeah, Lala. So I've been expanding, right? I've been going on TikTok and YouTube to make sure that I am able to touch everybody, because I'm always on Instagram or Facebook, right? So I forget about YouTube and TikTok. So I've been going live with you guys, and I'm gonna be going live consistently. So my goal was 15 days straight. Today's Wednesday, and then we'll have 2 more days, but I think I want to continue. I like talking to you guys. Okay? And I love the questions. So it's actually so funny because people on Instagram and Facebook, they don't ask these in-depth questions that you guys ask me, because you guys are on these different platforms. So I love the fact that you guys ask these questions that's more advanced, or trying to get better understanding. So I just definitely love to expand to be able to get you guys to where you guys need to get to. Hey coach, I just got a new EIN for business setup as LLC and not a sole prop anymore. Amazing. Congratulations, Quay's World. Amazing. Yeah, get rid of them sole props. Will this affect the trade line business credit I already built? So yes, because it was a sole prop and it was not a business, then you were building on your own, meaning that you were building on your own personal credit. But once you got the LLC, yes, it's very different because you have to get the business name, the business EIN, like all that would be new, right? So yes, you will actually be building for a business now and not for yourself. Okay. No, I didn't get the slingshot. I got the sprint or the sprinter van. Okay, okay. And the other 4 cars. Yes. So you had gotten what, 5 or 6? You was gotten 5. Okay. So you didn't get the slingshot. You got the sprinter van. Okay. So sprinter van, y'all. Sprinter van. Thank you for that, Lala. I was waiting to catch you on live. Yes, I'll be here every day, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. PST time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I'll be here. What happened if someone files bankruptcy? So it sounds like bankruptcy is on the personal side. We don't do anything with the personal. So your bankruptcy on the personal side wouldn't affect the stuff that you're doing on the business, especially if you're building no PG. If you're building PG, which is personal guarantee versus no personal guarantee, then yes, it will affect you. But if you build business credit the way that my community is building, which is through no PG, your bankruptcy has nothing to do with what we're doing. Okay. Someone say, hey, Patrice. Hey, how are you? Okay, let's see. With the state of Delaware, I need to pay $200 for a business address change amendment. Can I just ignore that and change my business address for free on Dun & Bradstreet, IRS, and explain? Also, does the NAV place still work? So no, you cannot ignore it, unfortunately. So you have to make a legal change, okay? If your Secretary of State and your IRS documentation does not reflect the new information, you have to change it. If not, then you have to build off of the old address because you have to make a legal business change. Doing pretty good, lady. Yes, okay, I love it. I love it. But you guys have to make that legal change. There's no way that you guys can get away from making that legal business change. So you have to change it with the Secretary of State and the IRS. You cannot get away from it. Now with NAV is very different. NAV and Dun & Bradstreet is very different. Yes, that's free. You don't need to pay for that, right? But with the Secretary of State and the IRS, because it's legal changes, you have to pay for that. So no, you cannot get away from that. NAV is now offering the NAV Prime card and then the NAV subscription, right? So they so the play that I initially gave you guys with the 2 different emails, it does not work as effective as it was a year or 2 ago, only because now they caught on and then they added that second card, which is the NAV Prime card, which gives us 2 trade lines, okay? Sorry, I want to start tomorrow. Nervous about calling and saying the wrong thing. I'm getting denied. And getting denied. So look, right? So again, don't call the dealership. We talked about that. Don't call the dealership. Do everything through text message, right? So when you submit your request, text them. So if they're calling you, say, hey, can you please text me? I'm at work, right? You at work. You can't get on the phone, right? And you may be available. You may not be at work, right? But you want to just do everything through text message. You want to ask them to send you guys the actual vehicle. Can you do a video, especially if it's out of state? If it's out of state, hey, can you do me a current video of the inside and the outside of the car? Also ask for the final numbers that they will be submitting to the finance company. So that's also another thing, guys. So if they said that the car is, let's just say $40,000, right? You guys have to remember there's still final numbers. It's not going to be 40,000. It may be 48,000 because they got to add taxes. They got to add the fees, all the extra stuff that they have to add in there. So it's not just 40,000. It may be 48,000. Okay. So ask for the final numbers before they submit to the dealership as well too. All right. I just signed up for the subscription today. Congratulations. Okay. Y'all been working. Okay. That's good. Y'all been working. I am in your paid community and have asked for the realtor's information you discussed to purchase a property/house under EIN credit. Please provide. Thanks. So, Quay, so let me see. I'm in the paid community and I have asked for your realtor's information to discuss the purchase of property. So Quay, what group are you referring to, right? Because I have not taught this inside of any of my groups as far as information. It is something that I'm teaching inside of my Extreme University, which my Extreme University is coming up. But what group are you referring to in regards to that? Because I don't have any groups for that at the moment. Let's see. About the NAV Prime card, does it require PG? The app asks for your social. Yes. So, yes. So with the NAV Prime card, that is correct. However, if you just wait a little bit longer, and hence why I told you guys, do not attach your social to NAV, right? Do not attach your social to NAV, because then you cannot bypass the PG side of it. So I would need to know what your NAV looks like. Did you already add your social? If you added your social, then it's a no-go. If you did not add your social in there, just wait until a subscription report once first and then sign up for the NAVs Prime. Right, thank you. I have not. Amazing. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Do I need to pay for Duns to see the Paydex score? I'm paying for the credit signal, $15, but it's not showing the Paydex score. It says unavailable under Paydex. Why did I get, thank you, what's it, Roxanne? Thank you, Roxanne. I thought it was fireworks. I'm like, wait a minute, who's shooting over here? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Unavailable on the Paydex score, but it shows the other scores. So Lala, so are you talking about Dun and Bradstreet or NAV? Because what other scores are you talking about? Are you talking about like your financial risk rate and things like that? So if you are talking about Dun & Bradstreet, unless you have the paid account with them, which is like $34 a month, you're not going to actually see the Paydex score, but you should see a score going up or one going down, right? Not a score, sorry, an arrow pointing up or an arrow pointing down. If you do not see an arrow, Lala, which means you do not have a Paydex score, okay? But Lala, you are very advanced because you have been in my community for a very long time. So if you know that you have generated a Paydex score, what you have to do is you have to contact Dun & Bradstreet and ask them to refresh your profile. Tell them that you're not seeing the arrow because you have, you know what, Lala, log into your profile. Look, Lala, log into your Dun & Bradstreet right now. Scroll down to the bottom and let me know how many trade lines you see reporting. Do that for me right now, Lala. Thank you for the knowledge. You're welcome. You're very welcome. It shows oh look, you already did that. It shows 4 trade lines, so I know there's a Paydex score. I'm looking on Dun & Bradstreet. Yes. Okay, so she jumped ahead of me, y'all. Amazing. So Lala, yes, if you see that it has 4 trade lines reporting, you do not have to pay for it, right? But you don't see the number. You will either see an arrow pointing up or an arrow pointing down. Do you see that? If you do not see that and you kind of see like a gray arrow pointing this way, which means that you need to contact them and ask them to refresh your profile, Lala. Hey Queen, I used to see you on Instagram. Yes, I know y'all so used to see me on Instagram. I've been over here on TikTok and YouTube. I've been hanging out with y'all for a while, okay? So I'll be here with y'all. All right, let's see. Do you have a building business? Do you have a build business class? Building business credit, I'm assuming. Oh, look further down. You said it. Building business credit. Yes. So my Extreme University starts August 18th. Okay, Extreme University is exactly what it sounds like. Extreme University. Everything more about getting business credit or building business credit. No PG, no money down. We're going to show you guys Magic Merchant Money. If you guys were on Renee's live with me on Monday, you guys, we talked about Magic Merchant Money. Then you guys saw me get Magic Merchant Money. I turned my computer and said, congratulations. So showing you guys how to bring income into your business as well with Magic Merchant Money. Also, grants, right? So Renee will be coming in and talking to you guys about grants. I have another guest that's going to be coming talking to you guys about PG business credit. Now, y'all know I don't deal with PG business credit. I don't teach that in the public, but I do give it to you guys on the back end for those of you guys who are in like my advanced classes. So yes, I have the Extreme University coming up. I'm also going to be discussing with you guys about buying a house under your LLC, hence the property. Under your LLC as well too. I'll have somebody come in and talk to you guys about that as well too. Funding for your business, PG funding, no PG funding. Again, I do not teach PG funding, but I do have somebody come in and teach you guys on the back end, but I would never teach it publicly, okay? Because it's not what I do, okay? Someone said, she is the truth. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yes, Extreme University. So if you go to BossesBuildBusinessCredit.com, you go to courses and you can click on Extreme University and you can come into the class. So the class is going to start August 18th. Okay. So that's Bosses Build Business Credit and then go to Extreme University. All right. Do which part through text? Just got in. So Everything to text. I love your knowledge. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, so do everything to text message. I don't usually try to get on the phone with the dealership. I usually tell them like I'm busy, like, hey, I'm busy. You guys got to text me. But I don't get on the phone with them at all. At all. Like I'm literally in conversation with them right now, and everything is through text message. I don't get on the phone. I don't want you wasting my time. Don't ask me irrelevant questions. And if you're going to ask me irrelevant questions, I'm going to answer it at my time, not your time. Okay? Hi, Coach B. I applied for the NAV card, but not available yet here in Nevada. The NAV card, the NAV Prime card, it don't have anything to do about being available in Nevada. So you might have did something incorrect there. Blessing Coach. Hey, Greg. Thank you. I am in the no PG Airbnb and 5-day vehicle challenge. Let me go back up because you asked me a specific question. Yeah, so Quay, I'm going back up to your question. So those groups don't have anything to do with what you're asking me. So you might have came on the live and heard me talk about something. So that has nothing to do with it, right? Those are things, again, that I teach in my advanced classes, because it's also making sure that you guys are ready before I put you guys in touch with certain people, right? Because your question was, I'm in the page community, I'm asked about the real estate information you discussed to purchase the property. Yes, so nothing to do with vehicles or Airbnb, Quay. You got to get into my Extreme University, okay? Because again, it's also providing you guys with the information, making sure that your business is set up, having these people come in and talk to you guys. It's not just me saying, hey, Quay, here's my realtor information, go talk to her. Absolutely not. You guys do get a lot of contact information from us, but we have to make sure that you're set up. It's also not wasting other people's time, right? I value people's time very much. So like Lala, for instance, if Lala reached out to me about something, let's say she's trying to get, I don't know, a motorcycle or whatever, and I know Lala profile is not available, then I'm going to say, hey, Lala, work on this, right? So you guys have to understand that when it comes to other people's time, including your own time, right? Because you don't want to start getting where people are, Quay, and I'm talking to you directly, but you don't, even for yourself, where people are like reaching out to you about stuff and then they are all over the place, right? So that's not something where I never thought that in my 5-day vehicle challenge. I never thought that in my Airbnb, because you might have bought the Airbnb ebook, right? If you bought the Airbnb ebook, never taught that in there either. You must have heard me say that on live. But that's connected to my Extreme University, where you guys have to be a part of the not have to be a part of the program, but it's something where we prepare you guys to be able to take those next steps. Okay, let me know if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Is house related? How can a parent pay off a mortgage loan and avoid taxes? Thank you so much. Who's that? What's that? Beat to the gods. Okay, beat to the gods. Thank you, beat to the gods. Yo, so let me tell y'all over here, YouTube, TikTok, their names over here be everything. Okay, beat to the gods. Okay, their names over here on TikTok be everything. I need y'all YouTube to step y'all names up, okay? Because beat to the gods, yes, honey, she beat to the gods. I love it. 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 That's a good name. I like that. Okay, so going back, this is house related. How can a parent pay off a mortgage loan and avoid taxes? Side note, the property. Hey, how are you? Are you gonna be? Yeah, go ahead. I'm just on live, but go ahead. You're fine. My bad, y'all. That's my lone guy. Yes. So backtracking. Let me go back with y'all. This is house related. How can a parent pay off a mortgage loan and avoid taxes? Side note: the property she has decided the property has been deeded to a family member, or is that possible? Okay, so. Whew. I'm going to give you Laughlin and Associates information, okay? I'm also going to give you, matter of fact, who is that? Send me an email. I am going to give you my EA's information, okay? That is a question for her on how we can avoid the taxes, okay? And I'm also going to give you Laughlin and Associates information because, you know, you have those steps about putting the property in a trust, a holding company, so on and so forth. But we have to make sure we do it the right way because it's all different types of ways that we can do this. So I'm going to connect you with somebody else that can help you more in depth. So it is possible because I just had a friend of mine, I just got off the phone with her. Her mother is taking out a HELOC. Oh my gosh, not the phone dying over here. Wow. All right, y'all. I got one phone that just died. I know TikTok about to be mad. They about to be mad, y'all. This whole phone just died. All right, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, this whole phone on TikTok just died, y'all. The whole phone. All right. 1 second, y'all. Let me just plug them back in here. Okay, we're gonna get TikTok back in a little bit, but let me keep with you guys over here on YouTube. Yes, so shoot me over an email so I can get you the proper people information because I want them to advise you the right way. Hey Isha, oh no, I didn't know about the not adding the social to NAV. Correct. So again, mistakes that you guys make that can and should be avoided, right? So now that it's already there, it's there, right? I have NAV fair figure and incredible. Can I begin contacting dealership? So Greg, you have it, but is it reporting? Okay. Is it reporting? That's the first question. Second thing is, it's not about having those vendors. What does your profile look like, right? So that is a broad question. So I can't say, yeah, absolutely contact the dealership because I have no idea what your profile look like. Because remember, when it comes to dealership, it's all about profile. It's all about making sure the business is set up properly. It's all about making sure the business is structured properly, okay? And y'all, this was a bad idea to try to go live outside because now my gardener is here and I'm gonna have to move, y'all. Let me go inside with y'all really quick. Let me put this little jacket on. Y'all, don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right, y'all bear with me for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. All right, y'all. Let me start with let me start with y'all, okay? Y'all, my whole house is under construction right now. The whole house. The whole house. Look, they had to cut into my roof because I had a really bad water damage. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna put y'all here for 1 second. I'll be right back. Y'all, this is real life, okay? Real life. And the whole countertop is dusty. The whole countertop. All right. I don't even want to touch the countertop. That's how dirty it is. All right, y'all. This is real life, y'all. It's real life. Like, this is people's real life, okay? I ain't finna run and hide and cap from y'all. It's real life, okay? All right, y'all. It's a hot mess in my house. I had a huge, it was so bad. It was bad, like, I want to cry bad. Like, the whole upstairs, the master, the downstairs. Look, anyways, y'all, let me get back on track with y'all. I know TikTok got all the way cut off and I've been trying to get them back on. Let me plug them in for a little bit. Like, I don't know why people act like we don't live real lives. We do. Coaches or no coaches, we still live these real lives, okay? All right. Okay. Let's see where we at. Yeah, it doesn't even show the arrow. Yeah, so Lala, just contact Dun & Bradstreet. and ask them to refresh your profile, okay? Is it okay if Lala could explain how she got the van and cars under her business? Yes, absolutely. Lala, do me a favor too. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me a DM because I need to speak with you as well too. Yeah, let's see if Lala is still here. Maybe we can bring her on, bring her up actually. Let's see. Limitless possibility. Hey, hey. I'm going to add eCredible next to tier 1. Yes, do that. I'm going to call them now and see if this new rep will refresh it. Okay, but I sent you a video of what my Dun & Bradstreet looks like, IGDM. Okay, great. Let's take a look at that together, y'all. So Lala sent me a DM with what her Dun & Bradstreet looks like. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. So y'all, this is the video she sent me. Okay, so the problem that she's having, yes, it shows unavailable. And then when she slides down to the bottom, it says, yep, it says for trade line. Ooh, Lala, but here's the thing, if you're still on here, right? So yes, it says for trade line. However, it says average highest credit. There's nothing there either, Lala. So there's something happening with your profile. Okay? Lala, there's something happening with your profile. We need to get on with Dun & Bradstreet ASAP. Okay? Let's see. Not the backdrop. Is it better to get vehicles in different states? So, Devin, yes, absolutely, right? So all of my Corvettes I get in Michigan because Michigan is the current state that, so Michigan is a manufacturer for Corvette, and I didn't know that until I got the first one. So yes, sometimes it's better to get vehicles in other states because states like New York and Vegas and even like Atlanta, like those states are just so high with revenue that their vehicles are so high. So a vehicle that I got in Michigan for $77,000, my Corvette, the same vehicle is down here for $92,000. I'm not doing that. So yes, sometimes it is better to shop outside of the state that you're in. Okay, let's see. Regarding the Extreme University, are the classes recorded and ready to replay in case I cannot attend live? Yes, correct. So all of the classes will be recorded and will be available after the class because it will be also put up. So if you guys attend the Extreme University, you guys do get the recordings for yourself as well. That is correct. Yes, you actually get access to the community that the recordings will be held on, that you can have access to actually come back and rewatch it. So that is correct. Yes. Lala says, Slick Jones, I'm actually building my logistic company business profile to purchase 3 vehicles in the next 2 weeks. Lala, you better tell them, girl. So give me a second to acquire the van. I have been in the business for 2 years now. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm still on the phone with Dun & Bradstreet. Okay, Lala, once you get off the phone with Dun & Bradstreet, let me know once you get off the phone with Dun & Bradstreet. So I can bring you on my live. I think that would be a great idea. Let me get TikTok back involved, y'all, because I know TikTok mad as hell. All right, so TikTok is back here. All right, let's go. Thank you so much for the information. You're welcome. So it's the same way as we get all the other vehicles, Sprinter vans are in the 40K, so nothing special. Yeah, so, okay, so Lala, thank you so much for that, right? Because a lot of you guys asked that same question. You guys asked me, well, if your vehicle challenge is about, or is your vehicle challenge about specific vehicles? But Lala can tell you firsthand that a lot of them have gotten vehicles under their business outside of just the traditional vehicles, right? Like we have Sprinter vans, we have slingshots, One girl got a box truck. So it's the same process. It's just that, again, I don't specifically teach, hey, go get a box truck, right? I'm teaching about vehicles, right? TikTok, my bad, y'all. Y'all got cut off, so I am so sorry, okay? Yes, so it's the same process. I just know where I'm stronger at. I'm stronger at making sure that when it comes to luxury vehicles, basic vehicles, you guys are good. I don't teach about trucking, but I did give you guys 3 trucking lease that you guys can apply for, right? I didn't go into in-depth about that because that's not what my focus was. My focus was on vehicle, from luxury vehicles to basic vehicles, all right? TikTok, again, my bad. Y'all totally got cut off on this side, okay? All right, let's see. Seems like the whole process is easy, no stress. Thank you, P. The best. I really love the energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it is easy as long as you follow the blueprint. It's super easy if you are building up your business profile, and which is also considered a blueprint. Okay. By the way, I did up the annual sales to $253,000. I'm waiting for the update. You better tell them, Lala. So y'all can tell Lala been around for a hot minute, okay? Lala been around for a hot minute. I think about what, 2-3 years now, Lala. Yeah, I'm on hold with them now. Coach P, is there a gas card you recommend in tier 1? Yes. So you can do 7-Eleven, Wawa, Valero. You can also do there's one that's like on the tip of my tongue, it's like red. Racetrack. Those are some recommendations for tier 1. Okay. TikTok, if you guys are now coming back in, my bad. Y'all totally got cut off over here, so my bad. Okay. Let's see. And I'm still here. I won't be getting off the live till you end the live. Lala, I need to go live with you, Lala. I need to go live with you. Does the shell hack still works? Contact won't respond to email. Thanks, coach. Shell hack, which one? Which one? Are you talking about just reaching out to the rep directly? Let me know which one you're referring to. Okay? If you let me know which one you're referring to, I will be able to assist you. Okay, yeah, so let's dive a little bit deeper, because I've actually been giving you guys a lot of information as far as, you know, making sure that your business is structured properly, reaching out to the dealerships, but I want to give you guys some tips on how to maintain your vehicles, especially if you're planning on renting them out. The direct link to the rep. Quay, what exactly are you at? Does the shell hack still work? Contact won't respond to the email. The direct link. So are you reaching out to him directly? You're saying he's not responding? Because he was a rep about 3 years ago. So are you getting a bounce back? Did he get fired or something? All those gas cards be any good if you don't have those gas stations near you? Will they report? Yes, so they will still report, right? So always think outside of the box, Candy Lady. So when it comes to certain gas cards, if you don't have them around you, remember, we can also turn the gas cards into a business, right? We can turn it into a business. Remember that. Turn it into a business. Get in some of the get with Lala. Even though I think Lala, how much money in gas cards do you have, Lala? How much money in gas cards do you have? But get with people from the community who is renting, who has a lot of different vehicles, where you can go into partnership with them and rent your gas cars out to them. Everything is a business, y'all. Make it into a business. Yes, coach. No response from him. Figured he may no longer be there and was wondering if you had another hack for them. So Quay, it wasn't that one wasn't necessarily a hack. It was just a partnership that I had with him, where instead of you guys having to fill out the application directly, you just email him directly. But if he's not responding, he's probably no longer with the company, right? So I don't have another rep, because I haven't spoke to them in a while, because my cards are just there. So I don't have another rep. However, just, you know, fill out the application as is. Or I would still maybe send him another email, because usually when they get rid of one person, they usually have another person. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my head backwards, okay? They usually have another person that yeah, I didn't do my edges, okay? Don't judge me. I did not do my edges. They usually have another person that they can they usually have another. Yeah, it's the hat back for me. No. They usually have another person that you can reach out to and talk to, okay? Let me see. Okay, now it's a hat back. Yes, okay. All right. We'll make this work. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. All right, I'm gonna just put it back to the front, y'all. I'm gonna just put it back to the front. All right, here we go. All right, okay, y'all. So, I want to actually take some time to go over with you guys. And I forgot to close one door, so I got one door open and I forgot to close the other one. Anyways. Y'all. So I want to take some time out to go over with you guys insurance claims. So let's talk about this, right, y'all? Let's talk about insurance claims, what to do in case of accidents, right? So every industry that you guys go through is going to be very different, okay? So Taurus claim is going to be very different. Private rentals claims is going to be very different. What's the other company? Hire car claims are going to be very different, okay? So some really good tips for you guys when it comes to your vehicles. I personally always recommend black rims, okay? The reason I recommend black rims is because 9 out of 10, you're going to get somebody to scuff your rims. And most of the time, it's like a little, it's a scratch. It's not like deep, right? So one of the main things that I personally do is I've actually, all of my vehicles except for one, I dip the wheels black, meaning that I take it to a place and they dip it. So it's like either powder coating it or plastic dipping it, and they dip it to black. Because what I find about having black wheels is that it saves me tons of money, y'all. So when I first got into this industry doing the rental stuff just in general, no experience, right? You learn from your experience. And what was happening is that people were like scuffing my rims. And then I will have to, obviously, I want to keep up a reputation. So I'm replacing the scratches. I'm paying like $90 per wheel. So I got smart about it, because when I first did my first Maserati in matte black, the matte black, what was happening is that it was renting better. So with the wheels, once I dipped the wheels in black and just was like paying attention to different things, when somebody scuffed my rims, all I do is I get a bottle of plastic dip. I get it from AutoZone. I get a bottle of plastic dip and I just spray over that rim. Because usually, again, it's like usually like little scratches, y'all. And for y'all to pay $90 every time, no, absolutely not, right? And that's $90 per rim. So what I did was I would plastic dip it. So I would plastic dip it where if somebody dinged the rims, because it's black, it's the same exact color. So I spray it really quick, let it dry, brand new, right? Nobody is seeing that the rim had a ding inside of it. So we just have to understand different ways to be able to maintain our fleet with still making the cars be new. All right, because different colors, like the only car I have silver wheels on is my daughter car, and it did very, very well for like 2 years. But recently I had somebody who dinged the crap out of the wheels, right? But because I'm taking the majority of the money, I have to pay for that out of pocket. I'm not paying for that out of pocket. So I end up finding the exact silver color at that hardware store as well too, or the maintenance store I should say, and now I utilize that, right? Okay, thanks you. You're welcome. So we have to be able to understand how to still keep quality of a car and save ourselves money, right? So for instance, one of my cars that run on Toro is the 2018 Maserati Levante. It's an older car, but nobody would know it's an older car. It has red seats. I make sure that I buy leather cleaner for that seat, and I keep up with the condition of the car. So many people would tell me, wow, I didn't realize that this was a 2018. Like, you take amazing care of the car. And sometimes these are things that I'm doing myself, y'all. We don't have to go spend money at these places to be able to take care of our vehicles. Just take care of it for yourself. Make sure your maintenance is up to date. Make sure you do your oil change. And all those things comes out of the money that you make off of these platforms, right? So if you're making money off of these platforms, what you need to do is you need to make sure you set aside 2 separate accounts. I have one account where the money comes into that account, but then I transfer. If it's $40, I transfer $40 every 2 weeks or something. I don't transfer 40. I'm just giving you guys an example. I transfer $40 into that other account every 2 weeks. So at the end of the month, or every 2 months, 3 months, I make sure I have the funds available to do an oil change, to do a maintenance check on the car, right? It's not necessary money that I'm just grabbing out to spend. The vehicles is working for me. I have to make sure the vehicles is being taken care of as well too. So you guys need to do the same thing as well too, okay? Okay, I just hung up and I am back. So he is saying, with the $15 credit signal plan, if I had a score, I'll be able to see it. He also does not see a score. So I told him I know I had you to refresh. Yes, refresh my profile, correct. Of course, he told me how he has heard of this before, but not a thing. Now if I did the Paydex, he'll see it, but on his end, it is saying unavailable. Yes, so Lala, you know the deal, Lala, because you've been around for a while, right? If you have 4 trade lines that's showing up on your profile, you have a Paydex score, all right? Sometimes, because it's after hours too, Lala, I would recommend calling back during the daytime, and don't take no for an answer, right? Speak to a higher up person now, because a lot of the times when we call now, we get a lot of their virtual people that get on my nerves. So try calling first thing in the morning. Speak to, if the person that you're talking to is giving you the runaround, ask for a manager. Like, hey, I totally understand what you're saying, but I would like to speak to a supervisor because I know I have a Paydex score. I have 4 trade lines. Look, it says on my profile 4 trade lines, right? So I know I have a Paydex score. I just don't understand why it's not reflecting. They have to refresh your profile. That's all that's happening. Lala, congratulations. That's amazing. Yes. Lala know the drill. Lala is always ahead of the game, y'all. Coach P, when applying for the 7-Eleven gas card, is asking for my social security number. How would I get around it if it's opening my business in April? So when it's asking for your social security number, you'll see a little gray box there that says for identification purposes only. Make sure that it says that. If it does not say that, which means that your business isn't set up all the way properly, or is not ready for that just yet, okay? But make sure that it says identification purposes only. Yeah, I hung up dead in the middle of him asking me like I'm slow. Exactly, Lala, exactly. I'm gonna call back again. Screw that, I want to see it today. Yes, I get it, Lala, I get it. I get it, you want to see it today. But it's not available today, Lala. Dang TikTok, I wish you guys can be on here with Lala as well too. Lala, let me see. What is this, YouTube? Let's see. Pin message report, remove channel, add as moderator, put user in a timeout. Not put the user in a timeout. Hide the user from the channel. So on TikTok, y'all, we can't go live with somebody on TikTok. I don't know how that works because I've never done that. So I don't think this is YouTube. I don't think we can go live with somebody on YouTube. My name on there is not Lala, not where is Lala. I cannot. Neither have I. Yeah, so I don't think, because if I'm clicking on your name here, Lala, it doesn't give me the option to go live with you. It just says hide the user on the channel, put user in a timeout. Not put her in a timeout. That got me weak, y'all. Put the user in a timeout. How they want me to put you on a timeout? That's so rude. So I know on TikTok we can go live. Yes. Lala, jump on TikTok really quick. Veronica, how can you can also call them and apply, and they will let you know if it's identification purposes only. Correct. Yes. So correct. You can also apply online or call them and they will let you know if it's identification purposes only. However, there's a little gray box, y'all, that always tells us if it's for identification purposes only. Okay? Okay, so another thing, y'all, when it comes to putting in claims, so I'm going to start with different platform, right? Because every platform is different. If you guys are renting on Toro or any of those particular type of platforms, you guys should not be spending out of pocket. Toro needs to cover everything that you guys are doing, okay? So if you have a damaged vehicle, a total vehicle, none of that should be coming out of your own pocket. The first thing that you want to do is contact Toro, let them know what's happening. Toro will take care of it. They will cut you a check, they will fix the vehicle, they will do whatever needs to get done. Stolen vehicles, same exact process. This is why we always have GPS in our vehicles, because you never know, right? Again, I never personally had any of these issues that I'm telling y'all about. But I also want people to be aware of different things that they can do in the event, right? For me, it's never in the event, because I speak things into existence. I'm not saying somebody's going to take my car and wreck it, because that means I'm talking negative into the world. I don't talk negatively into the world. Everything is positively, right? Like yesterday, I had one girl that was supposed to drop my car back at 10 a.m. I'm standing there at 10 a.m. She did not show up. Y'all think I'm freaking out? Absolutely not. 10:15, I said, hey, just checking in. Where are you? No response. I pulled up my GPS. This girl wasn't in California. In California, right? She's supposed to return the vehicle at 10 a.m. in California at 10:15. I said, okay, whatever. Went to the house, gave it 30 minutes, because with Toro, you have to give it 30 minutes before you can call and report anything. So at 10:32, she now jumps up and said, hey, I'm sorry, I'm now leaving the hotel. I am heading your way now. Mind you, she didn't tell me nothing about her still being in California, but I knew she was in California because I have GPS on my on my cars, right? Mind you, she was not at a hotel either. She was sitting down at a diner, y'all, eating, because my GPS shows me exactly where the car is. So I pulled up the GPS, it pinpoints exactly where she was, and she was at some American diner in LA, right? Talking about she just leaving the hotel, she'd be on her way. Never said she in California. Y'all want to know what time that girl returned my car? Like 5 p.m. And she was supposed to return it at 10 a.m. Y'all think I'm freaking out? Absolutely not. I called Toro. Hey, customer didn't return the vehicle. Y'all deal with it. Y'all stay on top of it, because I'm not worrying about it, because when you have people like this in place, this is what they're there for, right? You guys take care of it, not me. So they said, okay, no problem. We'll put in the report. You know, if they don't return within 24 hours of them supposed to returning it, then we'll, you know, put in the claim. We'll dispatch the police, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. No worries. I went home, went back to work. Then a couple of hours later, she's like, because I was like, hey, just let me know when you're 30 minutes away at this point, right? Because the GPS shows me where she at. It was 3 hours and some change before she gets back to Vegas. And then eventually she got back to Vegas, and it still took her an hour and a half to return the vehicle. Because again, the GPS shows me where she is. So she was already back in Vegas, but it still took her an additional hour and a half, because I guess she had to go to the hotel and pick up her stuff and blah, blah, blah. But she don't know I know all this information, because this is why GPS is important. I have GPS in every one of my cars. The moment you tamper with my GPS, it immediately calls the cops, right? Because they come and they inspect the GPS every quarter to make sure it's good. But anytime you get a tamper, meaning that possibly of somebody trying to steal it, it automatically alerts the authorities. So we got to get smart with this, y'all. I don't stress about things that I cannot control. All right. So put GPS in y'all cars immediately. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This content is top tier. Thank you. I got it. The little box. Yes, it says to verify credit. I will definitely try giving them a verify credit. No, we're not verifying credit. We verify identity. It's two different things now. Dana Bradstreet is now closed. I guess I gotta wait. Yeah, exactly. Just wait, Lala. And it's always best to call them during the daytime. That's how people do me. Be 2 states away, just lying, right? So I've never had this before, y'all. I've been on these platforms for about 3 years, and I never had these issues. But always, once in a while, something is gonna happen, right? Out of my control. Recommendations on GPS systems. So I utilize Pastime GPS because their GPS system is amazing. Okay, you pull up the app, you can see everything. I mean, you see literally pinpoint where these people are. So her telling me that she's leaving the hotel, there was no hotels around her, nothing. It literally showed the diner that she was in. I did like a round around. There was no hotel. You could even pull up like the Google view, and it shows you the area. Look, GPS is on point. Okay, on point. On point. All right, y'all. Let me see if Lala's still on this platform. I want to go live with Lala. Because I think the thing with Lala is that let's see, is it gonna bring her in? So we're gonna go live with Lala on TikTok, y'all. Hey girl.
You can hear me? Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Girl, I cannot complain, not even a little bit, okay? Not even a little bit. Sis is over here doing her thing.
Just let me open up my video. I don't know why, but as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good. Lala, so I know you had like a few different things happening with your vehicles and stuff from before, right? So I don't know if you want to like kind of tell the people your story, because it's kind of unique, right? And it's one of those things like where I tell people all the time, like everybody's gonna have ups and downs with their situation, and it's not that we just want to portray all the nice stuff all the time, right? The nice stuff is really good, right? But we do have like the ups and downs within business as well too.
Correct. So I can give them all my information because, you know, it's a process. Okay, so I was originally in Coach's original class. You'll hear me talk about the video. I was able to build my profile. I went and got the pickup truck December 26th, the day after my birthday. That was the first vehicle I got. Then I went back on December 31st, New Year's Eve. I went back, got a Ford Fusion. Then went back like a week later, got a Mustang. And then at the same time, remember I was building my brother's profile, which I was able to get a Maserati and a GT2 Stinger. I ended up putting all of those under my Turo account, which I shouldn't have did that because my cars were moving. His cars really weren't moving like that. So my cars were paying for his car notes. And that's what happened. So due to the fact that this is when COVID, it was like we were doing this like right after COVID, right? When everybody was getting their COVID money. Turo was great. Listen, no complaints. We was getting money. But then once Turo money slowed down, COVID money slowed down, the Turo slowed down even more on those two cars because they were not popular cars. So the popular cars where I was the Mustang and the Fusion. I eventually, those cars ended up, long story short, them cars ended up getting repoed because it wasn't enough money being generated to pay for all four of those car payments. Due to the fact that Patrice has showed us no PG. None of those cars has ever affected my personal credit.
Yes, ma'am.
And due to the fact that it's on a business that I actually got those businesses on a LLC that I was just trying something. It was just an LLC I had for my t-shirt line, which I don't even have. I don't even care for, nothing like that. But with the information Coach has taught me with the business credit, I've been able to start my marketing one. We're not going to say the name. Coach knows the name. It's a crazy name. And then my logistics company, right? So now I'm basically going back into the books, going back through the 5-day vehicle course, building the LLCs. Mind you, the one that we're dealing with that I'm having a hard time with the paydex score, that one I had started building back then when I had the Turo cars. But that's where I think those 4 trade lines are coming from. And that's why I is not showing paydex. But I am going to do what you're saying, just get it refreshed, and hopefully a paydex score, some number would show up.
Yeah.
But going back into reviewing your videos, I now see that, you know, how we used to get our trade lines, quill, U-line, nav, I really don't need to spend $250 no more. I could actually spend way less. And that was my next question. Now that we got the Dun& Brad done, all we have to get is the nav 30, that's $49.99. The Fairfax, which is Fair Figure, which is another $49.99, and then the E-Credible, which is $20.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So with the E-Credible, I was reviewing one of the video from like 3 days ago. I think it was like maybe a Thursday video, trying to see if you give any information on how to really do it step by step. So that's what I'm doing today. That's why I was reviewing your videos today when you went on live.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my information.
Yeah, Lala, and that's what I tell you all the time. I appreciate your honesty, right? Because I think you can, and maybe vouch for me, or maybe not vouch for me, when I say I'm really that coach where it's not about hiding information. We're gonna go through ups and downs. It's not that I got people on here where it's like, hey, it's all peaches and creams. No, like it's ups and downs, right? But my question for you is, right, because going through the 5-day vehicle challenge, you were one of the original OGs, okay?
Yeah.
What do you feel the difference is as far as me teaching you guys to make sure that the vehicles that you have is going to work in your state? Where did you feel that you veered off, where you did not kind of follow the blueprint all the way?
So I can definitely vouch for you being a great coach. I still attest to that. I give everybody information because as far as building business credit, A1. As far as Turo, if you go through the videos, you clearly hear you telling us you guys have to do your due diligence for every state. Now, I'm in Orlando, Florida. I was living right next to the airport. So I figured that any car was really going to go in Orlando because I live right by the airport. We have tourists that come for everything. So I chose out of my 3 cars, only 2 of them were on Turo because, you know, the pickup truck was for my personal use. But the Mustang and the Fusion did absolutely great on Turo. Mm-hmm. I would do Turo again, right? But now going into Turo, I know better. I know, boom, I got to do my due diligence. So Mustangs, Jeeps, mini wagons, and like the basic Ford Fusions, the basic Nissan Altima, the basic cars that you would get out of the rental car company, mm-hmm. regular folks, those are the cars that's really going to go, mm-hmm. right? You could get the Camaros, you could get the Challengers, but they're not going to go every weekend because people really ain't trying to go for that amount. It's not a lot of people that go for that, for real. Yeah. Everybody's on a budget. Now going into the dealership, I know better. I know just not to sign any document. I heard you saying that the other day. Don't go in there just signing any documents. Mm-hmm. You know, we were hot in the pants. We were excited just to get these cars. We really weren't looking at the documents like Coach was telling us to look at the documents. Make sure, like, you could buy down your rate. Mm-hmm. So if the dealerships tells you it's 12%, you can buy that rate down at least 2%, mm-hmm. which is going to make a major impact. Go through your contract and make sure they're not giving you a whole bunch of fluff. Like all that, I don't have the contract in front of me, but they'll hit you with fluff, like window tinting for like $3,000. Now we all know it does not cost no $3,000 to get no windows tinted. Mm-hmm. They just put in a lot of fluff at the end. Make sure all of that, you get that off, or as much as possible, get that off. We did that with the Sprinter van. So with the Sprinter van, we had a way better deal. Way better deal with the Sprinter van. They were trying to give us the Sprinter van for $499.99. We got it for $4,695.
Amazing.
And we're only paying $1,000 a month for the Sprinter van. But again, I bought the Sprinter van when the prices were still high. Sprinter vans now go for like 32,000, 36,000. So now when I go purchase these next 3 Sprinter vans, I know my payments for these Sprinter vans aren't going to be no more than 700.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and I love that, Lala, because I'm very transparent as a coach, right? Like I know exactly what I'm doing. I know the process works, right? However, people sometimes, you know, they get into their own situation or they get tied up, right? So like with your situation in general, like you said with your brother, your other cars were paying for your brother car because they weren't moving properly, right? And I think we had a conversation about this, and I was like, hey, Lala, why didn't you just drop your prices and try to at least keep the cars? But it was something that happened. It was a conversation that we had after you had happened, after your situation had happened, as far as the cars being gone, right? But how important would you say it is to utilize the business credit community that I gave you guys, which is the 5-day vehicle challenge, for instance, right? Let's say you would have told us about what was happening and us being able to possibly save you from going through those repos. Like, how important would you say the Facebook community is whenever you guys get stuck?
I can honestly say I did not reach out to you until after everything had already went left. I think the Mustang was already picked up and the Fusion was picked up. No, the Stinger got crashed. The Stinger, somebody crashed it off the platform. Not gonna talk about it. So that went. The Maserati got picked up first, then the Fusion, then the Mustang, and then that's when I contacted you. I let you know or whatever when it was up for repo or whatever. I did contact you late. I didn't think to contact you because it's like I don't know. I know I did try what's on day 5, which was trying to get out the vehicles. But due to the fact that I purchased these and when I did the paperwork, I did not review the paperwork. So when I got off the lot, these cars were upside down already. Feel me? So the swap lease and all those other ones did not work for me. But I was kind of like in all honesty, Coach P, I don't care about them because they're on an LLC that don't even matter to me.
I mean, good point. Good point.
What did you say, Coach?
No, I said good point, right? Good point. So y'all, okay. So I mean, she does have a great point, right? So despite
Water under the bridge, keep it moving. Let's go to the next business.
exactly, without saying it, I mean, in so many words, without saying it, right, y'all. Basically, she's saying that she didn't really care because I taught her how to do it under her business. She got them under her business. So when she fell back on the business where she got the 5 vehicles and then she had life happen to her and the vehicles got taken away, she didn't care. Guess what? Because it's not falling on her personal. And this is what I'm trying for you guys to understand. These things that we do is all under the business, right? We're not trying to tell y'all to actually do this, but I mean, we telling y'all, but not really telling y'all, right? Because this is public.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
it's one of those things. You have a business. You default on it on your business, is going on your business. It's not going on you personally. So you guys are still able to operate without your business being attached. Hence why I always say separate the two. Because God forbid something happens to your business, your personal credit does not get touched. So now let me figure out how I can work with my personal credit. Maybe I want to go grab some Airbnb. Maybe I want to grab some more cars because I learned from my mistake, right? But your personal credit is never touched.
Yeah. So now I fell in love with the expediting, which is a trucking by way of Sprinter van, which is a new hot phase. But that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. But I definitely want to get back into Turo, and now I'm more educated, so I will be getting back into Turo. But I definitely want to have 5 Sprinter vans rocking and rolling now that I know that business in a whole too. Oh, the Sprinter van, listen. Yeah, the Sprinter van gone too. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. The Sprinter van gone because I was rocking. One thing about that, any industry, do your due diligence. And your first year is going to be a roller coaster. Feel me? But as long as you're learning and you're growing and where you could continue to pick up the pieces, you can master anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that, right? So I think that's one of the things that I noticed in my vehicle challenge. Not just you, but I get so many people that get excited, like they go get 9, 10 vehicle. Like Monet, she's up to 11. Miss Jackson is up to 14, right? But they get so excited about these vehicles where they stop doing the work. So after you get the first 1 or 2 vehicle, now it's like I don't even care what vehicle I get at this point. I just want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vehicles,
Yeah, no.
and it's definitely doable because we're doing it, right? But then people forget about what they learned. It's like everything that they learned from the challenge went out the door. Like, oh, I got a Maserati, I got a Sprinter van. Oh, I'm just gonna go get me a slingshot. I'm gonna go get me whatever car. And they basically, all the work that we taught them is like they forget about it because they get excited. And there's nothing wrong with getting excited, but get excited, stay excited, but still go after the proper vehicles. And then make sure that you utilize a private Facebook group, because that's what we're here for. Because when you did tell me about it, when did you tell me about it? This year? Was it the beginning of this year we had that conversation?
No, it was 2 years ago, because I've been doing the trucking 2 years now. So it had to been like it was right before I bought the Sprinter vans. It was like, and I bought the Sprinter van October 2021.
Yeah.
2021 is when I bought the Sprinter van. So it was like the month right before the Sprinter van. Because once the cars were gone, I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? Well, I have this other LLC. Let me go grab a Sprinter van and let me just try the Sprinter van industry. And that's what I did. Dang, I was going to say something. You had said something. You had asked me something and I didn't answer it.
As far as like being excited about getting the vehicles and stuff?
Oh no, you had said, we were so excited that we stopped learning the information. So with that being said, like somebody had asked, like, how do we know when the cars are upside down? You know what I started doing, Patrice? I started going on Car Gurus, and that's how I'm looking for my Sprinter vans.
Yeah.
Making sure I have good deals. So and I seen that you did it the other day on live. On the live video, you did it. You taught it. You said go on Car Gurus and look up only good deals and great deals.
Yep.
That right there is going to let you know if that vehicle is a great deal, because you can't really look at the Kelly Blue Book. You can go on Kelly Blue Book, put in all that car's information from that car lot, and put it on Kelly Blue Book as well. And Kelly Blue Book will tell you about what's the price range for that vehicle. So the dealership should only really be charging you about like $5,000 above that price right there. So then that's when you know it'll be good to get, as long as you stay up to your payments and you don't have a high interest rate.
Yeah.
You buy down that rate. You got to buy down that rate. Because the more you buy down, the less you have to pay back.
Period. Okay? Period.
Yeah.
But y'all, she makes so many great points. Because Lala's been around for a hot minute, y'all. And as a coach too, you get excited when your students do certain things. And then when I did find out about what happened with her throughout the process, my first question to Lala was like, why didn't you reach out to me, right? But to her point, the first thing I said to her, I said, so why didn't you reach out to me so I can kind of help you through the journey or help you through the process? But life was life and things happen, right? And like she said, her thing is that when it was on my business anyways, I didn't really care. It's not going to affect my personal. That's very true, right? But if we can find a way to save these cars, which, it would have been a lot more strategy, like, okay, Lala, drop the rate. Let's at least keep the vehicles moving, right? Drop the rates. Let's do this. Move it over here. Move this platform over here, right? But I'm making my business that you guys really utilize these free communities that I put together, or these assisted communities, I should say, right? These assisted communities where if we run into issues because life happens, we want to make sure that we at least utilizing the community. We can't do anything about it now. That didn't affect her personal, which is great, right? Because we're doing it all under our business. But we just want to make sure we utilize the tools that we have. So Lala, where are you at right now? So what are we doing right now, business-wise?
Okay, so business-wise, so yeah, I'm a dancer, okay? And that's the LLC that I was showing you just now. That's the one that I have. That one's activated since 2021. So that one I'm building because I'm building the business structure with your information. to get funding because that one has already 2 years of funding. So I'm going to try and get the no PG funding for that to do the flips, right? Buy property and flip them or whatever. Now with the Figure 4 Logistics, which is my trucking company, that one, the LLC activated last year, May. So that one only has a year. I had the one Sprinter van. Within 11 months, I did $120,000.
Tell them stop playing with you.
That's why I'm going to go back in, and I'm, like I told you, I lost that Sprinter van. So I lost that Sprinter van because when I bought it, I was under a guy's MC. That guy really didn't know much about the trucking business, like as far as Sprinter vans. He has box trucks and semi trucks, okay? So with the lane of Sprinter vans, it was a new lane. He really didn't have much information to teach me. But I'm sitting here waiting on him to give me loads that now my Sprinter van payment fell back. But by the 5th month, Ally was like, okay, you need to pay me $53,000 or you need to return it.
Yeah.
So all I did was thug it out. I really thugged it out. They came back and got the van last month of 26.
Yeah.
So now that van is not under the Figure 4 Logistics LLC. That van was under one of those other LLCs, right? That just went left. So now that I know the business and I know what to look for, now with this LLC, I'm going to build it up. I'm going to get about 4 to 5 trade lines because I know I want 3 vans for a fact. So this one, I'm waiting for the trade lines to, I just got NAV, so that's supposed to report on the 1st. I got Fairfax, that also reports the first week of next month. So tonight I'm going to do eCredible, and I'm going to hope that shows up within the next week or 2. So then I can hit the dealership by the 2nd to 3rd week and hit it running. I already did my due diligence on Car Guru and Ally.com. I know where I'm going to get my vans from, and I'm going to take off running because I still have my MC and everything.
Yeah. So Lala, just keep in mind for the future as well too, because I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the finance company that we use, keep in mind that if we end up falling behind in payments, you can actually push out your agreement terms for at least 2 to 3 payments. So that could have been something that would have saved you with the process. I mean, obviously we can't do nothing about what had happened. We can only move forward, because since you're planning on moving forward and still doing more of the vehicles, just keep in mind that if you just so happen, I never want that to happen to you again, but just in case you so happen to fall behind, just contact the finance company and just let them know that you want to set up an agreement with them where they can push back your payment, and they'll push it back at least 2 to 3 payments. So it will give you 2 to 3 months to get yourself together to be able to, have the first payment again available to pay them.
Yeah. So now I do know that. And I just really needed to get rid of that van, coach, because again, that van was, even though we bought down the rate and we got it lower, it still came out of $53,000 at the end, and that's a lot for that van, especially now when they're at $32,000, $33,000. So I'm in the perfect space now. I know how to run a business. Like I told you, I made a lot of money with that one Sprinter van. So now it's time to win.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always time to win. Business is going to be up and down, up and down. But as long as we don't give up and we don't leave the race, we are in a great position. Okay, we have to make sure that we're going to go up, we're going to go down, but we can't give up on ourselves. The moment that we give up on ourselves, we lose.
Correct.
So I'm excited to hear that you're actually back in the game as well too, because you definitely took off fast. When you got into the challenge, you took off fast. You were running. And especially like with your background and stuff that you had shared with us, you did a lot of things for yourself. Just continue doing things for yourself, and just don't forget to utilize the community, because that's what we're here for. We're here to assist you guys through these process, because I could have given you different ways to be able to save those things had you have reached out to me before it happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. You're right.
But I'm proud of you. That ain't gonna change. That ain't gonna change, because I know you had a long journey and you just keep fighting for yourself. So,
girl, long journey. But look, I enjoy it, because just like you're so knowledgeable and you're able to teach. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, how did you learn? How did you learn? I let them know, like, you gotta go to her secret vault. Feel me? She's gonna show you how to do it. And you actually even have the DIY for free too. I seen that. I'm like, bro, Coach is giving it away for free. Like people don't even know we had to pay the first class had to pay $397. The second class, then once you got the results, you knew you got a gold mine for real with the information. And now I know trucking like expediting with Sprinter vans like the back of my hand too. I actually went and got my UEI number and my cage code.
Yes.
So now I am actually applying to be women-owned and women-owned certified and minority-owned certified.
Look at
so
you.
that I can start bidding. And I'm glad you introduced that lady to us, because now I'm going to be in her lives like I be in your lives. Learning and asking 1,000,001 questions.
Yeah, please ask 1,000,001 questions. Like, she's so knowledgeable with this stuff, girl. Like, ask 2,000 questions, right? And she will answer every one of them. And that's what I started doing now, just connecting myself with people who realistically want to see people win, and not necessarily keeping information, or not like, in your face, and we just want to make sure we connect with people that can get us to the next level, right? And that's business wise, community wise, all of that.
And actually in the field, because there's like so many gurus now that like, I've seen people that have done taken your course, Coach, and haven't acquired not one vehicle, but out here teaching this class, but it's like they can't teach for real. They could just rebuttal the information you got us. Like, a lot of people ask me to teach. I'm not gonna, I could go get a car, but I'm not gonna go teach because that's not my lane. It's not my lane. It's not my lane.
Yeah.
Like, I still have a lot of hiccups.
Yeah.
Feel me? You actually are in the field and you actually could help somebody, save somebody. Like you said, if I would have reached out to you, you would have been able to help me save my business or whatever. But, you gotta definitely get with coaches that are really in the field and really still doing it. Really are up to date with the information and continually up to date with the information.
Yeah, that's the most important part, and I think that would put me in the position that I'm in right now, because this year they rated us #1 as far as on the no PG side, right? Because this is what I do. I don't tap into PG. I don't tap into doing all of this, doing all of that. Everything that I do still stays on the PG, right? We're at the point now where I'm starting to teach people how to buy homes under their LLC, girl. No money down. Excuse me, not money down. Excuse me, no PG. No documentation. Like I'm showing people that now because I stay in my lane. Like, I am that person. I stay in my lane. And to your point, I have a lot of people who will come and take my courses and then go and try to reteach the information, right? Or you have coaches that's in the field who teaching what I teach and pay for the course, buy the course, and then all of a sudden they teaching this stuff. But again, imitated but never duplicated. You have imitation all day. Like, I'm sending out cease and desist for people using my business name, everything. I got everything trademarked. But it's one of those things where it's flattering in a way for me, but it's also like when you build a brand, you just got to protect your brand as well too. So same exact thing for you with what you're doing as well right now. You had a little pitfall. I'm gonna say a little one because it wasn't a big one, a little one, and now you're right back on the horse. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Y'all got to get up and get right back at it.
Yeah, because I ain't lose no money for real. Like, all the money came from the business, so it went right back into the business. So I ain't lose no money. Really?
Right.
But somebody had asked, how do you buy down the rate at the dealership? You just negotiate.
Yeah.
So they tell you 12%, you just go back and be like, can we work on like 10%, 9%?
Exactly. You can also renegotiate your contract as well too. You don't got to take the first contract that they gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Lala, what else? Huh?
I thought trade lines are not required to get the vehicles. Isn't it all dependent on the value? As long as it's under 40,000, you don't really need a trade line.
Right.
But it's always good to have trade lines because it makes it easier to get the vehicles.
Correct. What platform are you seeing that on? I didn't see that question.
On YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, I might have
missed. The Real Angel Wings. Ask that.
Okay, let's see. Where is
you
that?
Want me to read it?
Yeah, I'm not.
Another one. It says, I have another question. If you dissolved a business, can you reinstate the SOS to do this, or would you advise against it?
Yeah, so dissolving is a little bit different. If you dissolve a business, you cannot reinstate the Secretary of State. So the SOS was the Secretary of State. You cannot instate it. Now, if the business, if the business fell on its own, meaning that you didn't pay a tax and stuff like that, yeah, you can bring that back. But you can't dissolve a business and then reinstate it. That's not how that works. You can reinstate a business if you didn't pay, like let's say estate fees and stuff like that, and the business just kind of fall dormant. Sure, you can reinstate it. And then sometimes you can't, especially depending on how much taxes you owe. But dissolving a business is very different. You can't dissolve a business and then reinstate it with the Secretary of State. That's not the way that works. Dissolving it means that you close down the business. It's no more, no go. You have to restart the whole business all over again. Let me see.
Can you see them now? Somebody just said you're about to win again, Lala. And somebody else said I want to learn how to make the numbers make sense.
Yes. Okay, I see it now. Thank you. But I still don't see the one with the one that you were saying.
What if it's under your personal? What can you do? And then the other question was, I thought trade loans are not required. You don't see those?
No, I don't see those. Let me see.
It's by K Mint Low and then Devin Onyx. It's on YouTube.
So I see the one now that says, what if it's under your personal? What could you do? So personal is a little bit different, y'all. You can either refinance into the business name, or if the vehicle is paid off, then you have to go into the DMV and just sign the vehicle over to the business. But you have to refinance with a different company. I don't see that other one, Lala, with the trade lines. How to buy down the rate. I see that. Then I said negotiate the interest rate. What if it's under your personal? I have another question. If you dissolve the business, I see that one question. I thought, oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Question. I thought trade lines are not required to get vehicles. I heard Lala say she's going to give the trade lines, then get the vans. So yes, okay, so perfect question that you asked, right? So this vehicle process is about business structure. Lala, when you got your first couple of vehicles, did you have a paydex score?
Oh, you cut out on me. When I got my first couple vehicles, did you
have a paydex score? Wasn't that business brand new?
I had a paydex score.
For the 5 vehicles.
Yeah, I had a paydex score for the 5 vehicles.
Got it. Okay. 80. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
It was somebody in class. It was a couple people in the class that went to the dealership without a paydex score though.
Yeah, so we have a lot of students that do that, right? So they're able to get vehicles without a paydex score because it's about business structure. It's about making sure the business is structured properly. But you have people like Lala who is more seasoned, I would say, right? Who wants to go through the process of making sure the business is structured properly, but also making sure the business is structured properly is also adding those trade lines, right? Because it all falls in place with those things. But when it comes to getting vehicles under your business, under a certain amount is not about trade lines. It's about the business, making sure the business is structured properly. Above a certain amount, absolutely, right? Because you can't go and you're going to go get a Ferrari without making sure your business is set up properly. So it just depends on the business, the number of the vehicle or the amount of the vehicle, I should say, that you're trying to get under your business. It really all depends. But you have your basic tiers, which we have those cars that people are getting that no paydex score is required, just a structured business. Right? But again, everybody's business is different. I don't know what your business look like. I'm very familiar with Lala business for the most part because Lala has been one of my students for a very long time, right? But a lot of you guys on the lives will say, well, my business is structured properly, and then we do these address searches and it's not set up properly. All that makes a huge difference with making sure that you guys are able to get these vehicles under this business. Them PO box, them things do not work for the industry that we're in. You're about to win again, Lala. Yes, she is. Absolutely. I want to learn how to make the number make sense. Absolutely. Do I need to have my driver's license in the same state I want to do my Toro business? Even though, no, it does not need to be the same state, right? I can run Toro in any single state. It does not need to be the same state. As long as you have a valid account with them, you're good to go. Even though I'm not in that current. Correct. That is correct. Coach P, what's the average upfront cost to funding first vehicle on Toro or higher up platform, including insurance, etc.? I am receiving a personal loan. Lala, what was your upfront cost?
Man, went to a dealership broke. I didn't even pay for insurance.
Look at
Because
that.
all you got to do is, well, should I give them the insurance hack? How you don't pay for insurance at the dealership?
Hell no, no. Yeah, go ahead. Just don't. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you go up there, you're literally signing and driving. You're not putting no money down on nothing. And then when they tell you to put on, you need to have commercial insurance before you drive off the lot. All you got to do is attach it to the current insurance that you have. Who's to say that they know what commercial insurance look like or don't look like? It's all the same paperwork.
Exactly. See, look, y'all. I told y'all we have hacks around everything, right? Everything. Y'all just got to get with the right people. Somebody said Lala funny. Look, my whole community funny, y'all. Y'all think I just? That's why I say your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay, your vibe attracts your tribe. So you show. Shoot, Lala, hold on. Y'all, hold on. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, like Coach P is like she on the money when it comes to like getting the cars and all that. Not even getting the cars, just the business structure in a whole. A lot of people be selling us dreams and lies and half information. Like just do what Coach is telling you to do. Like just listen. And that's the most important part is actually listening, because she drops a lot of information that you might not understand when you're taking it in at first. But once you start actually applying the information, you gotta go back and rewatch the videos, because now you're gonna start picking up information that you didn't understand before. Yeah, I'm in the 5-day vehicle group. You can search me up. I just made a comment in there yesterday or the day before. My name is Lala everywhere, y'all. But don't come out to me about no business credit. Y'all need to go ask Coach. I don't want to ask none of these. I don't want to answer these questions, y'all, because it's for Coach to answer. Because, like, I might give y'all half of an answer, and I don't want to give y'all half of an answer, because she could give you more information than I can. Like, I've never dealt with having to change my name, so we just gotta wait for Coach to come back. And I know a lot of information about the business credit, but don't get in my DM.
Right, like, don't get in her DMs, okay?
Go in the 5-day business group and ask up there.
Lala said, "Don't get in my DM." I ain't even mad at her. She paid to play, okay? She paid to play. Y'all just don't. Okay, let me back up into what we was talking about. All right, Lala, what they got you in here talking about? Cause you know when you get yourself fired up.
I was telling them that you definitely the truth, like that they just need to pay attention, just listen, and whenever they do get into class, that they need to review that information constantly. Because once they might watch it now and then start working on it, and then when they go back and watch the video again, they're gonna catch some other gems that they didn't even notice prior. But somebody was asking about changing their address on YouTube.
On YouTube. Okay, I see somebody say, so what was your biggest challenge during this, Lala? Did you have any challenges during like getting the vehicles?
Getting my vehicles? Yeah, I did. I got denied. Because in the class, once you watch the class, you'll see. You'll see that, like, I think on day 4, you had us go to the dealership. Mm-hmm. I went to Dodge in Sanford. I got denied, y'all. Like, you're going to get denied. It's cool. Like, don't let it beat you up. Just take their information. Coach, watch the live Coach did, like, last week. Somebody actually... Somebody went to a dealership and literally Coach, they sent Coach the screenshot of the thing, and Coach ran down that play all the way to the T. Told them exactly what they did wrong. If you go watch that live, it was last week sometime. I was just watching it today.
Yeah.
And just watch it. Coach gives you the information, y'all, like to the T. And she shows you how to fill out the application on that live.
Yeah, I think it was Friday.
Did I have any difficulties? No, not nothing out the ordinary. Like the dealership's gonna tell you no. It's all right. Go. Make sure a couple more tell you no.
Right.
If they tell you no, you keep learning stuff every time they tell you no.
Exactly.
So then you get the yes. Then once you get the yes, reanalyze that situation, play it over your head, so that when you go into the next dealership, you already know how to kill them. Because now you're talking like a boss, for real. Now you ain't going for nothing.
Exactly. And that's the part I love about it. The more that you guys do it, the more that you guys learn. You learn from your first mistake, then you make your second mistake, then you learn from that third, so on and so forth. Somebody said, Lala, you in the 5-day vehicle challenge? Oh yeah, Quay is in there too. So yeah, well, she's in there too. So I think she's just asking if you're in there. Is it easy to change my business name without affecting my score? So yes, and yes, if done right, okay? So when you make the change with the Secretary of State, immediately make the change with Dun & Bradstreet and all your vendors. And then Experian and Equifax. Don't wait for them to make the change. You make the change yourself so it doesn't affect your score, because now you don't want to make it seem like it's two separate business. She was saying, can she DM you? Oh, okay, that's where it came from. Quay, Lala is inside of the 5-day vehicle challenge, right? Because you guys just remember, right? Because just like Lala and a lot of other people, you guys cannot. So Lala is not like where I say, oh, Lala's my partner. Yeah, go to Lala, right? That's not the case. Lala paid her money to be in this challenge. So sometimes it's not okay for you guys just to go into students' inbox, right? Because they're not okay with that, because they paid their money to join this challenge to get their results. Why would they? And Quay, you're a little bit different because you're inside of the vehicle challenge, but I'm just talking about in general. Some people are just not okay with that. Like I used to have a lot of students reaching out to me that say, hey coach, I went live with you and I got like 50 people in my inbox asking me questions, coach. And I was like, look, that's up to you. It's up to you if you choose to answer questions or not, but you don't owe anybody anything because you're not the coach. You got in the program, you learned the information, you got the results, right? I'm the coach, so now if you come to me and you ask me a question, that's something totally different versus going into other people's inbox. But I used to get that all the time. Like I'll go live with all my students and then they're always messaging me, coach, I got 20 people in my inbox. What do I do? I'm like, that's up to you. I can't tell you what to do if you don't feel comfortable answering questions for people. You don't have to answer questions. You don't owe anybody anything. Right? Also, I owe you guys the transparency here.
Different. Like I might not have the answer for you neither, because I don't have that issue. So you definitely got to go to coach, because coach has dealt with everybody's profile and can tell you what's needed. I might not have the answer for you, so you're just wasting your time. And once you pay for the class, coach is going to answer your questions. Once she sees that you're doing the work, and you're not asking questions that's blatantly in your face in the program already, coach is going to answer your question.
Yeah. So you will always have somebody in there. Even Miss Jackson is in there. She got 14 vehicles under her business now, right? She's always popping in, responding to people questions about a vehicle or something that might have happened, something might have changed. But any change that's happening, especially with a dealership, we are aware of it and we're going to put it in that private group so you guys are ahead of the game as well too. I was just interested in a sprint event. Yeah, Quay, absolutely. So again, Quay, utilize that Facebook group because you are in the 5-day vehicle challenge. Definitely drop your questions in there. Lala is not the only person that has sprint events in that community, right? Monet has sprint events as well. What's that guy named Lala that has a sprint event? Dang, I forgot his name.
I know I answered Monet's question the other day about what low board and stuff like that to use. I don't know the other guy's name though.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he has 2 right now, sprint event wise. But this is why these groups are super important. Like, so it's one thing for you to basically sell somebody a course, but I wanted to make sure that you guys had guidance, right? Help when you need help. So utilize the communities for us to help you guys, because we can't help you if you don't ask for help. We're always there to assist whenever you guys ask for help. If you don't ask for help, we can't assist you. Yeah, they keep denying me, LOL, but I'm gonna go back as soon. Okay, great. Okay, watch it. What is the best address to use? because virtual address isn't working for me. Most companies refuse doing business with me because they keep saying my address is a virtual address. Yeah, we don't use virtual address. We use corporate addresses, okay? We work, Regis, Alliance. Those companies are good. However, we still have to look up the address to make sure the address is a good address, y'all. Don't just go and buy the address with them and you don't do your due diligence. Kind of like what Lala's saying. Always do your due diligence. We have to do our due diligence to make sure that the address is still good. Okay, hence why we say be instructed properly. Can I change my business name? Okay, I saw that already. Somebody said teaching on the spot. Yes, true G, nothing we don't throw at coach on the spot. She don't have an answer to. Best money spent this year joining the community. Thank you, I appreciate it. Can you repeat the insurance hack if you don't mind? No, we mind. That was a big play, y'all. Big play. Y'all gotta listen. That was a big play. That was a big play. Sometimes those are those things where you gotta just say it once, because that's a big hack that Lala just gave y'all. So you showed us how to get business address without paying. I went on Regis and it provided the address but doesn't provide the suite number unless I pay. How do I get around it? So again, sometimes it's not about the suite number, right? The suite number can be flagging you. The address, just have to make sure the address is a good address. And suite number, just pick a suite number, 1B, 15, whatever, right? You don't have to pay to get a suite number. Who knows that's not the suite number? How long do I have to wait after I change the business name to apply with new business? So you can apply now, right? The business name is just a change that you're making, but you can be going through the process now while you're making the changes. I research every address in my state offered via Regis, Alliance, Opus, etc., and via Google. They all read virtual address. Any suggestions? Yes. My suggestion would be because some states, right? What state are you in, Jasmine? Because some states, what's happening is that they're not a big state, so they don't have a lot of options. I would branch into a city that's bigger. So like if you're in Texas, go to Dallas or whatever, Houston, whatever, right? Branch into a state that's much bigger. If not, Michigan, I got an address for you in Michigan. Let me give you the address that I use in Michigan. I think it's 200 Hunt Street. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's 200 Hunt Street. Michigan. Let's see. I think that's the address on one of my businesses.
See, y'all would have got in my DM and asked me that question. I wouldn't have had an answer for you.
I need to look at that address, but I think it's 200 Hunt Street, if I'm not mistaken, in Michigan. That's the one that I use with me in Michigan, because Michigan, yeah, they don't have a lot of good options in Michigan, but you have to sometimes branch out to companies that's more popular in Michigan, right? So let's say there's a corporate office in Michigan called Michigan State. Go to that company versus going to WeWork, Regis, Alliance, right? Every state is going to be different, so you have to understand your state and the type of address that you need to get, right? But that was a great point though, Lala. Like if somebody was to jump in your DM and ask you that question, right, you wouldn't know the answer to that. Because again, a lot of people, they go through your course because they're trying to learn. They're in the process of learning what you give to them. So it'll be the same exact thing for you guys as well too. So everything can be found on my website, guys, which is BossesBuildBusinessCredit.com. We have the Extreme University launching very soon, and then we have the 5-day vehicle challenge that's currently available for you guys. And then those new ebooks that we dropped with the G-Wagon, Maserati, and Corvette, those are still currently available for you guys as well too. Lala, any last minute words you want to give to the people?
No. Can you do and I'm gonna go look now, double check before. I was gonna ask you, can you do a video of doing the eCredible, a walkthrough? But other than that, no.
Yeah, I think we have one already. Let me go to YouTube if I'm not mistaken.
Because that's what I'm gonna get off and do right now.
Oh, I'm in the wrong profile. I think we may have one, lot, cause we have Fear Figure, E-Credible. No, you're right. I need somebody profile. Lala, give me a profile. Let me do the training on your profile.
Okay, I'll give you the logistics one.
Yeah,
Because
give
that's the
me,
one that needs it.
yep, give me the login. So what the training video I do is me actually showing people step by step, like going through certain things. I will need certain information from you as well too, for eCredible. But I'll message you on the side. But I will use your profile for the video.
Okay.
Yeah. So send me that login information. Send it to my email. Don't send it to my DM.
Okay.
Send it to my DM. And then that first page on eCredible. Matter of fact, Lala, do the account. Did you already do the account where you passed the first page where it's asking for your verification from you?
I have not done anything on this one, I believe. Hold on, I'm going on Incredible right now.
Okay, because it's
I have
one
a
page where it's asking
save
to verify
login.
information. I just want you to go past that page first before you send me your information.
Yeah, no, I haven't done nothing for this business. Okay, let me do it now.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Because that one of those page asks for like sensitive information that I can't put on Zoom. Yeah, I may just have to unshare and share my screen when I'm doing that. Yeah, don't do anything just yet, Lala. Just send me the login. Thank you,
Okay,
ladies. See
so
you
just
live
create a
tomorrow.
login, that's it?
Yeah, create. Well, if you're gonna create the login, it's gonna ask you for the information, so you might as well just
Leave it alone.
just leave it alone. Yeah, because I want to do the training on your particular profile. What I'll probably do is once I'm recording the video, I'll probably let you come on the Zoom with me, because there's certain information you will need to enter. So we'll just take it off the Zoom and then add it back to the Zoom after we do that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Thank you for always helping.
Of course. Make sure you send me the information, and I'll just build out that profile for you as well too, so you don't have to go through that process. I use it as a training, but I also build it out for you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, girl, I don't know how to exit. Okay, great. She exited herself because I had no idea how to get her out of here, okay? All right, y'all. So sometimes I love the impromptu because I want you guys to see with students, like, it's not that I'm just talking to talk, y'all. This is real people results. People go through the ups and the downs. They got the wins and then things happen, right? But at the end of the day, one thing that Lala made very, very clear is that she followed the blueprint and she got the results, right? She just had life happen to her where she ended up going through her own situation, but she's back, right? But it's clear that as long as you follow the strategies, you're going to get the results. My business is dissolved because I was using a company that no longer sells corporate addresses in my state. Can I revamp my business or should I start all over with a new company? So why would your business be dissolved if if you're using a company that's no longer selling corporate address? Your business shouldn't be dissolved. Them selling the address or not don't have nothing to do with your business getting dissolved. I use a company right now that's not in business. My business is not dissolved. I've been using them for 2 years and they've been out of business. Well, not out of business, but that location, they no longer have a location there. So your business don't get dissolved because you are using a corporate address. They said it's no longer in compliance. Yeah, so that's different. If your business is not in compliance versus your business being dissolved, that's two separate things. Compliance means that you haven't filed your Secretary of State fees that you're supposed to file every month, every year. That's what compliance means. So if it's just a compliance issue, then yes, you're able to reinstate that business. Just contact your Secretary of State, find out what's needed. You may have to pay like $50, $150 to reinstate the business. But compliance and dissolving are two separate things. According to my Secretary of State. Yep, but compliance and dissolve is two different things. If your business is dissolved, it's closed. You got to start all over. So if you go to Secretary of State and it says dissolved, it's dissolved. Okay? That means that you took way too long, you didn't get things in order, and it got dissolved. If it's a compliance issue, then you're able to reinstate that business if it's a compliance issue. Okay? Coach B, when should we apply for Sam's Club MasterCard? Sam's Club is a tier 4. So their MasterCard is tier 4. Their store card is a tier 2. MasterCard is tier 4. Okay? Okay, thank you. You're very welcome. You're more than welcome. Yeah, so having Lala on today was definitely wasn't planned. So my teaching for today went out the door because sometimes it's great to have students on, guys, because I like to show people both sides, right? Like we all go through life. Sometimes life be life, and then people come on social media and try to make it seem like it's all peaches and creams, right? Like Lala said, it was all peaches and cream when she got started, and then she went through her own situation that made her have to, have some things done. But I'm real. Like I'm not gonna have every student on here. It's like, yes, it was the best thing that I've done. And she did say it was the best thing that she have done, but she had life happen to her, right? Where she had to go backwards a little bit, but now she's still pushing forward. I am super real. I'm not running from people who said, well, this didn't work for me. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's figure out how I can help you and make it work for you, right? I'm not gonna give y'all that fluff like Lala like to say. No fluff over here, right? I'm not gonna give y'all no fluff. I'm gonna show y'all students who are succeeding with no problems, students who are succeeding with problems, right? Students who have ups, downs. Everybody is different. Everybody business is gonna be different. Sam's Club store card. Sam's Club store card is tier 2. MasterCard is tier 4. Are you saying on your report it says admin? This is also the annual report. Yeah, so that's two separate things because she's saying dissolve. Dissolve means that the business is closed. But then you said the business is not in compliance, which is two separate things, right? So you need to find this out for yourself. Go to the Secretary of State and see, go to the Secretary of State website and see if your business says dissolve. If your business says dissolve, we got a problem. Call the Secretary of State tomorrow. Let them know that you had a business with them named X, Y, and Z. The EIN was this or the address was this. You're trying to figure out what you can do to get the business back in compliance. If they say there's nothing you can do, then there's nothing you can do. Okay? Yeah, I left my mister on. That's wasting my water outside. But yeah, can't wait for the class on Saturday. Yes, absolutely. So we're doing the vehicle 5-city tour, but we'll be doing vehicles on Saturday. So if you guys have not taken that opportunity to get into that, you guys do want to take that opportunity to get into that, okay? Because we made it virtual and it's no longer live. So Lala, we were actually, me and Miss Jackson was getting ready to do a 5-city tour, but the 5-city tour didn't work out the way that we wanted to work out. So I just made it virtual. So the class on Saturday is just about vehicles. So basically, it's basically the 5-day vehicle challenge, but we're teaching it live. I did not change the price. So the 5-day vehicle challenge is what, $997 or no, $1,997. But because we were getting ready to do the 5-city tour, I made it at $197, right? Totally an amazing steal, especially if you're saving 98% of the vehicle challenge, right? The only thing here is that you don't get access to the private group. This is just live teaching, live coaching. You don't get access to a replay, none of that stuff. Lala said, what? Yeah, because what happened, Lala, it was supposed to be a tour. So we were supposed to go to these cities and actually sit down with people and do like, the 5-city tour in big groups. However, that didn't work out for us, so I still wanted to keep the integrity of still doing the 5-city tour, but we made it virtual for one day, which is August 3rd. So currently on the website, if they were to buy it for the replay, the groups, the dealership, all that extra stuff, it's at $1,997. That's the regular price. But if they were to get into the class on Saturday, it's only $197 because it was something that we were planning on doing a tour for. But again, it doesn't give them access to the community. It doesn't give you access to the dealerships that other people have gotten approved for, things like that. You get all the same information. You don't get a replay, nothing like that, because this is actually teaching live. So it was something that we just wanted to make sure we give to people. Okay? That's why I'm so glad you have in the challenge ways to make the vehicle work for others. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, you now popping in. Where you been, girl? Where you been? Where you been? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach P. I'm going to get that address right now. Okay, amazing, 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 amazing. How are you, Tanya? How are you? But yeah, y'all. So I think what I need to start doing is I need to start having more students popping in. because this is not something where um, I'm not the keep information from you type people. If students pop in, thank you, Tanya. If students pop in, they're going to give y'all the real because they know that's how I teach. I didn't get on the side and say, hey, Lala, don't talk about this. Don't say this. No, that's her story. That's the real. We're going to have some Lalas in the community. We're going to have some Miss Jacksons in the community. We're going to have some Miss Monets in the community, right? Thank you, Tanya. We're gonna have some of everybody. So this is not something where I'm trying to keep face or put up an image. No, absolutely not. No, this is what makes me stand out in the market. I am one of the realest coaches that you guys will ever have. I'm not pulling Lala to the side. I'm like, Lala, don't talk about that girl. Don't say no, Lala. Don't say no. This is her real life. This is her real story. This is what happened to her. Has it happened to other people? Not that I'm familiar with, but this is her story. This is what happened to her, right? You only need 3 trade lines now. For what? 3 trade lines? Well, 3 trade lines to get a paydex score. This is where the 3 trade lines come from. So you need 3 trade lines to get a paydex score. You're welcome. Thank you, Tanya. I started with 5 to 6. So you have always only needed 3 trade lines, right? I specifically told you guys to do 4 to 5 because we don't want to wait for trade lines to report, because before we were dealing with Uline, Quill, Granger, where it takes sometimes it takes them forever to report. So I told you guys to do 4 to 5 trade lines because 3 of them are going to report super fast versus the other 2. So it was just for us to be able to have these trade lines report faster. Exactly. Me and Coach haven't talked in a year. Dang, it's been a whole year, Lala. Oh my gosh. Oof. Wow, a whole year, she said, y'all. Dang. It's been a while, Lala. But she always here to make sure we get whatever help we need. Yeah, and that's always a goal, right? That's always a goal, to help people. Y'all, I tell y'all all the time, I cannot help everybody, right? And I can't help everybody because some people do not want to help themselves, right? But the ones who are willing to unlearn and relearn and allow me to work on their behalf, we're gonna do some amazing things, y'all. Like when y'all meet Miss Jackson this weekend, y'all will be like, Miss Jackson is on a whole different animal after she took my vehicle challenge. She's now even teaching it where she has her students getting results like my students get results, right? And it's always that one breakout student. Miss Jackson was my breakout student. I have tons of other students such as like Lala, Monet, I think the guy name was Derek, Angel. Like I have tons of breakout students, right? But it's specific ones who are more at the top of my list because they stay in the community. They don't go outside of the community, right? So with Miss Jackson now, she had that one breakout student. So it started with me teaching Miss Jackson or coaching Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson now coaches. She coaches my exact blueprint. She just teaches it on a private rental side. So now she has that one breakout student. I think the girl had like 7 vehicles under her business now. But your success should be duplicated, right? I should not be the only person to be able to teach and get only Miss Jackson seeing results. That's not duplicated. I got Lala, I got Monet, Derek, and you name it. We got hundreds of students that have results under their business. But success is duplicated because if I teach it, Lala should be able to teach it too when she's ready, right? Because Miss Jackson, it took her 2 years for me to push Miss Jackson to say, Miss Jackson, teach. She's like, no, I'm not ready, coach. I'm not ready. 2 whole years I've been trying to get her to do this. Now she's kicking butt with one of her students now that's kicking butt. But this has to be duplicated. It can't just be like, oh, it's just you just doing it. No, it got to be duplicated. I got thousands of results, or I should say hundreds of results, right? I'm getting ready to be on a whole nother level with the team that I just put together. Y'all about to see me everywhere. And guess what? I got results to last me the next 5 years. Because I'm new to this. I mean, I'm true to this, not new to this, right? I'm true to this, y'all. I do this. No. Do the ebook gives you access to the Facebook group. Not the 5-day vehicle challenge group. No, that is for the course only. We have the business credit ebook does give you access to the business credit 2.0. Airbnb gives you access to Airbnb. Outside of that, no. So if you're referring to the 5-day vehicle challenge, that does give you access to the community. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, we've been on here for 2 hours. That's crazy. Like, it's so crazy when you sit and you talk to people. It's like you feel like you at home or like they're your family, right? But we've been on here for 2 hours. Would y'all believe we've been on here for 2 hours? I got on here, and it's been more than 2 hours actually. I got on here like 4:15, and it's 6:38 right now. Crazy. Someone said, "LOL, love it." Yes, I want to be the one to come in with the Sprinter vans. Yes, Miss. I'm about to call you Miss Jackson. Yes, Lala. Game, because I see so many people failing because of little mistakes. But I want to succeed with making $50,000, $500,000 in a year. Yes. So y'all, this is how this works, right? When Miss Jackson became my breakout student, she was highlighted, right? So now I'm going on tour with Miss Jackson because Miss Jackson teaching same exact thing that I'm doing, but she's teaching you private rentals. I talk about private rentals. I don't teach private rentals like that because that's a whole nother beast, okay? So she does private rentals. Now Lala talking about Sprinter vans. The next tour I'm getting ready to do, I'm taking Miss Jackson with me with private rentals. I'm taking Lala with me with Sprinter vans. Who gonna be the next person, right? Like, how many people can I take on this 5-city tour where they're talking about different things? So all the structure is gonna be the same, but Lala is giving you the blueprint on Sprinter vans. Miss Jackson is giving you the blueprint on private rentals. This person is giving you the blueprint on box trucks, right? Same exact program, but we can talk about 100 different things in the same program because there's so many different things that comes out of this one program. So many things that come out of this one program. Do I need a DUNS number before I open up a bank account? No. So you open a bank account, you get your DUNS number. Okay? All right. Okay, y'all, perfect. Any additional questions for me before I let y'all go? I think today was good. I think today with Lala popping in, it was good because you guys kind of see how things work. At the end of the day, follow the blueprint, you're going to get the results. But don't be afraid to ask for help because you got the success or you got the results and then you start falling behind. You don't ask for the help. And that's the only thing that I would say with Lala as far as that. I wish she would have asked for that help earlier on where I could have helped her. But again, everybody is different. But keep in mind, we put these communities together to be able to help you guys throughout your journey. All right? Okay, let's see. This was a great chat today. Yeah, anytime students pop in, it's always a great chat because it's always like non-rehearsed, y'all. So I like them to be real. I don't want Lala to sugarcoat. Yeah, no, coach is the best. And we went around skipping and we made everything look so easy. No, absolutely not. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be different things that's happening with different students, y'all. I would never schedule a live with students unless it's like Miss Jackson, right? I'm not scheduling it. If you pop up here and you said you got 5 vehicles, 2 vehicles, come on in. Let's talk about it. Like, we're not going to schedule a live where we can make it seem like, oh, yes, she's the best coach in the world. Like, no. I mean, I am, but no. But no. It's okay that I failed. You didn't fail, Lala. You definitely didn't fail. Because if you failed, you would not have been still going. You definitely did not fail. I'll be a testimony even when I fail, you can still succeed. So you didn't fail. So you had a learning point, right? Because now you know not to make those same mistakes twice. So that definitely was not a failure because failure meant that you stopped. You did not stop. You did not stop. You kept going. You just found a different avenue. Maybe that was not your avenue to go down the route that you were going. Maybe Sprinter vans was your avenue and maybe you found something great with the Sprinter vans now. So that's where we're going to stay. Okay? Just needed to hear someone that is in the field with us, right? Somebody said exactly, right? Just needed to hear somebody that's in the field with us. Absolutely, absolutely. And that's her for sure. Yeah, you're right, because I love the Sprinter van. Absolutely, absolutely. Because life be lifing, y'all. Life ain't perfect. Life be lifing. We all go through life, okay? It be lifing. Just understand that. But just don't forget to depend on us to be able to help you through life. That's the only thing. All right? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I got to do this video on eCredible. And I'll use Lala profile and break that down for y'all. Okay? Perfect. All right. So I don't see any additional questions, y'all. I'll see y'all back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. PST time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys have your questions. Still make sure you guys are heading to the dealership. And that way we're able to guide you guys throughout the process. Lala, hopefully you can pop in with us tomorrow. Definitely send me that information for eCredible so I can actually do your profile as the actual breakdown for eCredible, because I think that's a good idea to actually do a live breakdown. But I like using people profiles so you guys can actually see that step by step. Okay. Also, I figured out another way around the Google verification for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys in another video as well too. So we already had some other things that we were doing, but there's also some other things that I just figured out as well too. Okay. I'm back learning. I love that, Lala. I love that. I'm here every day. You go live. Yep, 4 p.m. PST time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Never stop learning, because I never stop learning, right? Remember, I still have to make sure that I'm sharp to get on these lives, or if I'm still going to be coaching or teaching or whatever. I got to be sharp. Okay, I got to be sharp. And for all of those of you guys who are asking about consultation, remember everything that's on my website, BossesBuildBusinessCredit.com. You can do a consultation, you can do a 90-minute coaching session, or you can do BossesBuildBusinessCredit.com. Go on the ebooks, BossesBuildBusinessCredit.com. Go on the Extreme University, which is a business credit blueprint that we have coming up as well too. If you guys want to join us this Saturday for the vehicle masterclass, that is Bosses Build Business Credit, and go under 5-city tour. Okay, 5-city tour, and you will learn both business credit, both private rentals and regular rentals. Okay, everything and more that you guys need to learn about getting vehicles under your business. Okay, y'all, your ebooks are still available on the site, so make sure that you guys grab your ebook, the G-Wagon book, the Maserati book, and the Corvette book. All right, perfect. I don't see any additional questions. I appreciate you guys very much. I thank you guys for sticking with me as always, because we've been here for a hot minute. And I'll definitely be back tomorrow to answer a few more questions. I want to actually teach a lot more stuff, because I have so much stuff right over here in this corner, but I love the organicness of talking to you guys on live while I'm helping you guys throughout the process. Because sometimes it's not always about teaching. Sometimes it's about you guys learning or just getting your questions answered. Okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. PST time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As a reminder, Bosses Build Business Credit. I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night, guys. All right, let's see.